Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Today's little project, I've got the stock on my little Krico 22. I sort of inherited, long story short, but this is a new to me gun, but it's actually probably as old as I am, if not a little bit older, being around about 40 years old. No, I don't think 40. Might be. Got it out of my uncle's estate. So this gun was shot very little in its life, and through standing in the safe, what happened was, I don't know if you can see there's a little crack there in the stock. I'm going to open it up a little bit so you guys can see. There, right there. So that's what we're going to patch. I've already taken out all the gun parts. As you know, YouTube has got a major issue with working on firearms, so this is not a firearm video. This is a wood stock refinishing video. So let's get right into it. First of all, we need to tape off the crack on the outside. We will be refinishing the stock later on in the video in total. So, but for now, let's see if we can get this crack filled up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some masking tape fairly close on the other side of the crack. I must be honest with you, I will not do this with a heavy caliber firearm. Then if it was anything heavy, this stock would probably be at the end of its lifetime. So this is a 22 only, and that's why we can patch it in the way that we're going to do it. There we go. I'm putting the masking tape on just if there's any run on the super glue. I'm going to use some super glue to fix this one. If there's any run on it, we don't get it all over the stock and the checkering and all of that. Well, we're going to try. We might end up with some super glue on our hands, but that's okay. We can get rid of that as well. Now I must just figure out up to where this crack actually runs. Sorry guys if you're getting a bit nauseous on this one. I haven't got a... I think I'm going to run it to there. Looks like it. Here we go. And making sure that there's not any significant gap where the glue can get underneath the tape. Right, there we go. That looks like it. I think I've gone a little bit past it. It looks like the crack actually stops around about there. So we have got a little bit of a run over, but that's okay. We can get rid of that. Oh, there we go. So it looks like the crack actually only runs to about there. We've got a little bit of run over just to make sure that we are not stopping it short. There you go. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken a portion of my shooting rest, got some Loctite super glue. Now I'm just going to take my pliers and open up the crack as far as I can. We don't need a lot, without cracking it any further, and then we're going to drip some super glue in there. Once we've got the super glue on, while it's still soft, we can, I don't know if you can, maybe you can zoom you guys in there, but come on. Just open up the crack a little bit so that we can get all the glue in there as far as we can, using thin super glue, and then we need to clamp it. For this I'm going to use two pieces of softwood with that, well, with that softer than the stock itself. Getting right on there, and there we go. And I don't know if you can see there, but it started squeezing some of the super glue out, so at least we know we've got good glue penetration there. There we go. And now we leave it as that to dry. I'm going to leave that for longer than it's touch dry, just to make sure. Get it to properly set up. It's getting winter here, so it's a bit cold, but not that cold. So let's leave it at that. I'll get back to it, and then we can start refinishing the stock. Gentlemen, there we go. I think everything's set now and hard and all of that. So let's take off the clamps, or clamp, and see what we've got here. I'm gonna try and zoom in a bit here. There we go. As you can see, the glue went over the tape, which would not be a problem, I think. Let's see what we can get here. Here we go. I think I'm gonna just scratch the top end off. Looks like it went fairly well. Seems that there was some oil on the stock still that prevented the top from sticking to it, the super glue from sticking to it, which would be awesome if that's the case, and it actually did go in and penetrate into the stock. We'll see just now, because the top end is coming off fairly nicely. There's a little bit there that I think needs a bit of persuasion. There we go. Now to see if we've got it stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my pliers in there again and see if it wants to open up, and it does not. Gentlemen, I think we've got it. I'm going to do a closer inspection. I'll be with you just now. There we go. I won't say it's gone completely, but we've definitely stopped the crack from spreading. And I think for 22 this will do. There you can see the little line still, but it's definitely, the super glue definitely penetrated on it. So now we can take up the next step, which would be to strip the old finish off of this stock. I think that will be the next one. There's a couple of marks that I want to take out here, but we'll get to that. But I think the next step would be to actually strip the old finish from the stock. So let's get gunning on that.